What is going on, good people? Welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. I'm Sports Director Trayvon Miles.
That's right, and I'm Brandon Bossert. Welcome on into the show. We have got a lot to get into tonight, Trey.
Yeah, Brandon, week 3 of the Bayside football season, and there are already some very, very interesting storylines.
That's right, Trey, such as how good is Decatur and why high? Well, they matched up tonight.
Yeah.
We think that Decatur might be the best team in the Bayside South this year.
Yeah, we'll begin down near the beach. Decatur football has been on a roll to start this year. 2-0 under new head coach Jake Coleman, taking on Y-High tonight. How about it? Decatur fumbling, Y-High recovering, so a momentum swing, and the Tribe going to work. BJ Cook going to get the handoff and go up the middle untouched. 65 yards for the touchdown. Just like that, Y-High leading 7-0. A few possessions later, Y-High going to get it back. Darius Foreman looking to run, drops it off to John Norman for the 7-yard touchdown. Y-High up 13-0 at the half. Second half, Decatur starting to regain some momentum. Foreman going to fumble, so the Seahawks get it back, and that would turn into this. Bryson Coleman is actually going to fool me here with the camera. Check this out, Brandon. He's going to get it on the reverse.
Where is he?
And he's rolling 12 yards for the touchdown. He's in the end zone. We've got a one-score game.
All right, Y-High looking to answer right here, 4th and 5. They're going to throw it.
Throw it up.
Foreman hits Jace Freeman, 20-yard score. Tribe back up by 2 scores.
Yeah.
Decatur down and trying to get back into this one. Less than 2 minutes later, Ashton Snellsire hits Luke Margo on the go, and he goes 20 yards for the score. Back to a one-score game right here.
This was an awesome game, man.
But after a great kick return from DJ Smith, Foreman is going to seal it up with this option replay right here. Hey, Y-High.
Hey,
great play call. Y-High runs away with a big win in Berlin, 25-12. Here's Coach Isaiah Taylor after tonight's big victory.
Team worked extremely hard during the week at practice, and that's what we preach to the guys, all 12 coaches preaching the same thing on the same page, and we just said, you got to work harder. We got to work harder. We got to earn it, keep our head down and grind. So I assess that the guys did what they were supposed to do because they practiced hard. We prepared to practice even harder. That's one thing I tell the guys, not get complacent, is keeping the eye of the tiger and finding ways to gain the edge. Even when you taste some success, it's easy to get complacent. So definitely go back to the drawing board.
Brandon, first of all, a great win by Y-High. When you just said it and alluded to it earlier, we were trying to see who was the best team in the Bayside South. I think that Y-High showed a little bit of that tonight when we see what they were able to do against this Decatur team. They willed their way. The offensive line played awesome, like they did last week. We talked about it last week with what they did against Parkside. Tonight, you know, Decatur put up a little bit more of a defense, but that offensive line, they willed their way, and in that second half, they played awesome. Kudos to that team.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the thing about this season is we really don't know what to expect from these teams coming out from week to week. I mean, we saw Decatur the first 2 weeks of the season absolutely dominating.
Yeah.
I expected Decatur to come out here and take care of business, especially at home in Berlin.
Yes, agreed.
And Y-High goes out there and they get a really good victory by 2 scores over Decatur. Not only did Y-High win this game, but they were challenged and they met the challenge.
Yes.
That's what's impressive to me about
Absolutely.
Y-High.
I want to say really quickly, Darius Foreman, the young man for Y-High, is a sophomore. He should be taken very seriously. This is a name we're going to hear a lot down the line.
That's right, so keep your eye out for him moving
right.
forward. All right, we've got another Bayside South matchup to get into. A city rivalry right here. Bennett and Parkside meeting at County Stadium. Bennett with the opening score, but Parkside takes the lead with this short score. The Rams defense stepping up big in this one. Brandon Vasquez going to get the sack right here, brings the quarterback down. Parkside would not allow another point the rest of this game. Bennett in Parkside territory now. Jabrante Mills steps in front of that pass, and he is off and running. Down the sideline he goes with the football, and he sets up the Rams for this score. Brian Waters Jr. galloping in for the short touchdown run. Parkside taking control of this one. Wasn't just the run game that was working either. Check out the pass from Anthony Sarbanes right here. He finds Travis Waters down the middle of the field all alone, and that put Parkside up by 2 scores, and that is how it would finish. Rams take it 21-6.
Over to Easton, the Warriors hosting North Carolina. Well, the Bulldogs would be already up 7, and that defense holding strong. They take down Ryan O'Connor here to force the 3-and-out to end the third quarter, but back comes that Warrior offense. So dangerous. O'Connor dropping back to pass, fires a dart to John Coretti to tie us at 7 to start the fourth quarter. North Carolina trying to grind the clock out. Ethan Dvorak going to punch it in to cap off a 5-minute drive for the 7-point lead. The Bulldogs defense forces another 3-and-out. They need to stop on third down, and Joel Dua getting in the backfield to take down Wallstrom to force the punt. 2 minutes left to play. Easton needs 75 yards and 7 to force OT. This will help. O'Connor to Nate Book with the toe drag to set the Warriors up inside the 10 with 1:15 to play. A few plays later, O'Connor rolling out to his left. He's going to rocket one to Jonathan Pope for the touchdown to cut the lead to 1. You're going to kick the field goal to tie it, or you're going to go for 2 to win it?
We're going for 2, Trey.
They're going to win it, and that is exactly what they did. O'Connor would hit Jaron Winters wide open to take the lead. The Bulldogs would actually somehow get in field goal range, but the game winner there is just short. And look at that. Easton stunning North Carolina with that one. They win this one by a final of 15-14.
We're a battle-tested team, and I believe that our boys, they just want it. They want it. They never gave up. They believe they were always in it, and it just proves once again, that, you know, we can do anything.
No, Coach Pfeiffer, our offensive coordinator, he said before the drive, he was like, when we score, we're going for 2, and that's what I was thinking too, because we play to win the game.
Kent Island hosting Cambridge now. No Matt Burnside for the Bucks. No problem, though.
Really?
KJ McGowan in the Wildcat, and he punches it in for the game's opening score. But the Vikings come right back, opening possession of the second quarter, and the handoff is going to go to Donald Banks, and he runs the defender over. Boom! Get out of my way! And he holds on to the football there as he goes in for the score. Time winding down in the half. James Gardner lining up for the 25-yard field goal attempt for the lead, and he splits the uprights right here. Kent Island holds on for the 31-21 victory over CSD.
And a few other scores from around the Bayside tonight. Colonel Richardson moving to 2-1 this year with a bounce-back win over Snow Hill. And Queen Anne's dropping 52 on the head of Kent County. That is the Lions' first win of the season. So, Brandon, we learned a lot more tonight. First of all, why high? Clearly the top dog in the South, right? I think we can agree to that.
I think we can agree to that, Trey.
Easton finally knocking off North Carolina. A lot of things just look different. And one thing I want to keep in mind for what we're going to see down the line is that we need to, we need to kind of keep into perspective that teams are really gearing up for August and what we'll see next year when there are playoffs and when there are state championships to be won. But definitely a win for Y-High tonight. Easton, huge performance to take down North Carolina in the final seconds.
Yeah, that's something that we heard from so many coaches this offseason was that they're using this spring season to springboard into the fall. So it'll be interesting to see. Like, you can't really take some of these games seriously in terms of the final score because coaches are trying new things to try and get ready for the fall season. But what a game we saw between Easton and North Carolina. And Ryan O'Connor, that was impressive. Some of those throws that he was making, some of the darts he was making, some of the throws he was making down the sidelines, that one down to the corner of the end zone, that's impressive right there. You don't see many quarterbacks in this area doing those things.
No, and I think it's easily to say for me that Ryan O'Connor is the best Bayside quarterback that I've seen in my tenure here. He might go down when it's all said and done as the best of all time. I'll leave that there. That's going to do it for the A block. We're taking a quick commercial break, but when we return, we're recapping last Saturday's DIHH state championship game. What went wrong for Smyrna? Find out when DSI returns.
My name BJ Cook. I go to Wacomico High School. I play running back and linebacker, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.